quite a few.
Did you happen to see any goblins, maybe goblins in the area?
Goblins, no. Kobolds, yes. Lots of kobolds.
So how long have the kobolds been causing problems for you guys?
Just recently, probably the last 2 to 3 months. Winterhaven was getting back on, on their feet. You know the story of Winterhaven. You know the story of this place.
No, enlighten me.
Well, pull up a chair, my friend. All right. Basically, what's happened is, all right. Basically, nearly, Elian the Old goes into telling you that nearly 200 years ago, a cult of the demon prince Orcus purposely created such a gap connecting one of Orcus's and holy Shadowfell sites to this world. He goes on to telling you that skeleton zombies, other demonic foul creatures flooded through the rift into the light of day. And where Winterhaven stands is this was the old ancient empire of Nerith. And, Nerith dispatched tons of legionnaires to eliminate this threat. The Empire soldiers destroyed the undead, sealed the opening, and built a keep to watch over the location and contain the threat. And, it was called the Keep on the Shadowfell. And the Keep on the Shadowfell is to the north. And he goes on to giving you another location on your map. And he tells you that it is north of Winterhaven. And, Naroth did fall, basically. And, there were decades of peace that did follow. And, Winterhaven was on high times. And eventually, the great Winterhaven fell into ruin. The fort of the Shadowfell fell into ruins and, basically is forgotten. And basically it's seen as a harmless tumble of stone and wood. And, then the old farmer tells you that a lot of the people that live here in Winterhaven, have never really left the confines of Winterhaven because they're just, they just have never left. And, then it dawns on you that this person wanting the mapping done, Balaram, thank you for the follow, is looking to have some ruins to the north basically mapped. He's a cartographer, but he is, it's like Padraig was saying, he's getting up in age, and he's looking to hire someone else to do his work for him.
All right, I say, well, thanks for the information, Elian. I'm sure this will come in handy.
Well, I hope it does help you. I don't know if it's going to help you with the kobolds, but well, I hope it helps you nonetheless with a little bit of area. I've never seen you around here, so I just figured I'd tell you a little bit about Winterhaven. Because all of the other guys around here, they're not as talkative as I am, and I like to talk to people. And, I do get lonely living all out there by myself and just my hounds.
So, if you live out there by yourself, what kind of crops do you grow?
He just grows the vegetables. He uses probably the vegetables that you're eating. And he kind of chuckles. Grows a lot of beets, turnips, onions, just, your typical agriculture for this type of region. He says, just about anything will grow out here. Even pipeweed.
Pipeweed?
I said pipeweed.
Got any on your hand?
I do.
Extra pipeweed on hand?
Yeah, he pulls out a little leather pouch. Gives you a nice, 3 or 4 finger pinch of that. And he goes, stick it in your pipe and smoke it. I mean, I don't mean it to sound like that, but This is it's the good stuff that I grow at home.
Sounds good, smells good.
Hey Dave, I think
Yes.
I finally show up and try to catch up with what's all going on. Is that okay?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay, and after they tell me that, I'm thinking maybe our best option for all of our situations is probably go to that place to the south. Because I just got a bad feeling that something bad's going to happen to that old man if we don't go deal with those kobolds to the south first. Because I know we might get a good payday if we go up north, but I just got a bad feeling for that old man.
What's going on to the north? I don't think. Well, he's wanting the ruins mapped, but it's only worth 250 gold.
That's nothing to spit at, boy.
Oh, it's definitely not. No, I'm speaking out of character. Yeah, because.
So I'm going to say, all right. I finished my meal second. I'm going to go talk to the cartographer real quick. I want to see if this keep is what he wants us to take a look at or not. And I'm also going to take a quick stop by that wizard, Valthrun, and see if he knows anything about this idol we found, if he can point us to anything. And maybe we can think about heading out maybe after that. It's up to you guys. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna,
now that we have a rough idea where we need to go, we can try and get more specifics from people.
I'm gonna meet up with, or at least try to meet the Warriors Guild leader Ron Kelfin. The Lord said he might be able to teach me a couple tricks, so maybe I can teach him some.
Yeah, it would be possible.
Let me know when you're gonna go. I'll be out and about.
Let me know as well. I'd like to go and check out the village for a little bit and maybe go and see their temple.
I like it. I like it. Wow.
all right.
Yeah,
So I
there's all
head
kinds
out.
of
I go to
things
the
here.
I go to the cartographer's house first.
Okay.
Hey, before Peter goes and all that, I want to stop him and just let him know that, hey, I'll follow whatever his decision is. But like I said, I'm just nervous about that old man and that situation for him down there. And I mean, we can always come back later and deal with whatever the cartographer got. And also let him know if he needs me to draw all that stuff up, it's no problem. I can do it.
I clap on the shoulder. I agree with you. I just want to see this cartographer. Maybe if he can agree with what Elian told me. I just want to make sure we got all our points right. Hopefully he knows where the stuff is at too, and we'll make sure we get this done right. And then I take off.
Okay.
I tell the old man,
Lowstones, thank you for the follow.
if we find any kobolds, I'll cut an ear off for you. How's that?
Bring as many as you want, because I'm just going to give them to the Lord. All right, so first off, Gim, you go to the Warriors Guild. You meet Ron Kelpham. All right, he's a very seasoned veteran. He's been in many wars. He's was in Fallcrest has an army. He was with Fallcrest. He traveled with Harkenvold, and he also fought with the dwarves at Hammerfest. Fought the giants in the Dawnforge Mountains. So he is a very, 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 very experienced warrior. So you could probably learn several things from this guy. So he tells you to practice away anytime that you're in. He was actually informed by the Lord that you would probably be stopping by anyway. All right, so let's see. Ren, you go to the temple. You meet Sister Lenora, and she is the one that runs services in the temple 3 times a week.
Okay.
And this is a temple of Avandra, the goddess of luck. I'm not even going to make you do a religion check for that because you would know. Avandra is the goddess of luck. Probably not your favorite type of god. It is a good aligned god, but nonetheless, you know, she sees that you're affiliated with the Raven Queen, and she grants you respect. She doesn't say anything about the Raven Queen. Welcomes you here and asks you, are you here to pray?
I am here to pray, yes, but I would also like to donate a decent sum to your temple, just to keep your graveyard a little bit cleaner and to be respectful to the dead.
Yeah, well, blessings to you. It was very nice of you. She says it was rather unexpected. It was very nice. And she tells you that, she says to you that she hasn't seen you around here. And what are you doing? What are you doing here in Winterhaven? What are you here for?
I'm here with a group of adventurers. We're here to help with the Kobold situation that you have outside of Winterhaven. So I figured I'd stop by to donate a portion of my earnings to every temple that I stepped through.
Oh, and we appreciate that. And she says, "1 moment, I'll be back." And she goes back into the back, and she comes back out with a small pouch, and she gives it to you. And she says, "This is to help you on your journeys." How much did you donate? You can go ahead and just deduct it off of your sheet.
I donated 10 gold.
All right, wow, very nice. Well, you open up the pouch, and there is several vials of holy water, and also a healing potion. And she tells you that she hopes this can aid you on your journeys.
I appreciate your generosity. I do have one more question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Have you met another elf like me? She's similar to me in stature and has the same shade of hair color as I do, which is a golden blonde. And she... did you see another Raven Queen? I'm sorry, I lost you. Did you also see another worshiper?
Yeah,
yes, please.
She tells you that the Raven Queen usually is not represented too often in this part of the Vale. And no, she actually says that no, you're actually the first disciple of the Raven Queen, the Raven Queen that I've come across.
Well, I do appreciate you answering my question for me. I believe I shall be off. I need to check a few things in the marketplace.
Okay. And I must be getting going as well. I must attend to the graveyard. That is where I work when I'm not leading the services here at the temple. All right, so...
Oh.
And she tells you blessings and thank you again for your contribution to the temple. All right, so who else wanted to go where?
I'm going to the cartographer's house.
Okay, you go to Volthron's tower. You get to the tower. You knock on the door.
Isn't he? He's the wizard, right?
No. Volthron is the wizard, but the cartographer that you're looking for, he is Parl Cranewig, and he stays at the tower.
Yeah. Okay. So tower. Okay.
Yes. He's a scholar. So a magical mouth appears at the door when you knock on the door. This door is probably about 20 feet tall. Massive wooden door. Looks very heavy. Looks very sturdy, and it looks like it stood the stand of time. And when you knock on this door, a mouth opens on the door, and it says, "What is your business here?"
Hello, I am looking for 2 people. I'm looking for Parl, cartographer, and Valthron.
Parl, I can help you with. Volthron, he does not take visitors. He only invites.
Oh, that's too bad. Well, I'll talk to Parl then.
And who are you?
My name is Peter. I'm
Peter.
Lord Pedrick sent me to. Yep, Lord
Peter
Pedrick
of
sent me to speak
the
to
Big
you.
Dirt Clan? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. All right, the magical mouth disappears, and a small little door out of this big door opens, and a gnome walks out. An older gnome. He looks to be definitely is an older gnome. He is an aged gnome. And he says, "I am Pearl Cranewing. What do you need?
Well, I got a couple
How do you
questions
know
for
of
you.
me?"
Lord Pedrick sent me to you.
For what? I didn't do it.
No. A couple questions.
Sir
we're
Rinian, thank you
looking
very
for
much, man.
Maybe some areas of interest around here where there might be some kobolds.
Bag faces.
We do have a guy named Ilion that said there was a cave down to the southeast of here where he says he saw some kobolds. We just want to make sure that we
Thank
got
you
the
again,
right
Sir
spot
Rinian.
on our map here. And I show him the map where we marked it at.
I didn't know there was a kobold hideout down there. There possibly could. Padraig never told me about that.
Yeah, it's
How did you find out about
some
this?
new news.
I knew.
One of
Padraig
the
told
farmers
you?
told us.
Oh,
One of the farmers told me.
that could be delightful news.
Lord Pedrick also mentioned that you are looking for some people to do some cartography work for you.
Ah, yes. Cartography. I haven't heard that word in many moons. Yes, I'm paying 100 gold. I'd like to have some runes, some ancient runes around Winterhaven. I'd like to have them mapped out. You see, I'm getting up there in age and traveling around the wilderness, all the dangers and the bears and the kobolds. I just don't think I would fare too well anymore. But if you're
Only
willing to take
100?
the...
Lord Pedrick
Wow.
mentioned 250.
Oh, did he really?
He did.
Give me a diplomacy check.
Sure.
Unless you want to intimidate, which I don't think you want to do.
I think I'm good on both of them, but just a second.
I could drive a hard bargain. How about 200? 200. I can do 200. Yeah.
Well, I'll talk to my companions, see what they do. If they say it's all right, that'll work for me. Why don't you tell me what do you know about these ruins you want us to map out for you?
It's just the ancient ruins that are north. I just would like a map. I'm trying to before my time is ended here in the Vale. I'm trying to put together an accurate map of our lands. And
do they have a name or?
They're part of the old empire that we used to have here.
Would they happen to be in the same spot that the farmer showed us earlier? Yeah, I showed him the map again where the keep is marked at.
Oh, that's ruins. I don't think they're too dangerous. No,
Okay.
Nobody really goes up there. Nobody in the town. The old empire. They just ever since the old Nerith Empire collapsed, the town of Winterhaven has just gotten worse and worse, and that was a couple hundred years ago. So we have maps. I have maps here at the tower, but they're not accurate, and that's I am trying to get my maps accurate.
Okay. He also mentioned that you might know where some ambush points are along the road where the kobolds have been attacking. Do you happen to know where any of those would be?
Yeah, actually, it was just north of the place where I think that's where we lost a couple of the caravans. And he points to you, directly due north of, where... Oh, where'd the other go? This is right around here. And then here is the... right there. And also, this is the Kobold hideout. Supposedly. What the old man told you, the old farmer. So
all right. So, Parl, do you happen to have Valthrin's ear at all? Can you maybe speak to him for me a little bit?
Depends on Valthrin is he leads a very solitary life anymore. He is the last of the
a lot of wizards do.
Last of the powerful mages in Winterhaven. And he really keeps to himself. I'm his only apprentice. And I'm a scholar, and I'm still an apprentice. Have been for many years.
Well, I pull out the idol and say, I'm trying to find some information. We took this off the kobolds, this idol, and it doesn't appear to be a dragon related, which is strange for kobolds. So here's a good look at it. Could you think you could maybe take a look at this and maybe draw or something and show Valtron and see maybe if he knows anything what this might be?
I can check. I will ask him.
Well, that'd be much appreciated. We'll probably be out of here for another day or so, and we'll come back. I imagine we're gonna be trying to do something about these kobolds, and then I'll stop back by and hopefully you'll know some more stuff for us.
I will see what my master says.
And I say thank you, and then I go ahead and head back to the tavern or to the inn.
Okay.
After my routine with the guild leader, I want to go back over to the smithy and see how that helm's looking.
All right, the helm's done. Your helm is done.
Okay. And does that
Thayer
give me
got it
any
done pretty
protection?
quickly. No, it doesn't give you any protection. No, it's just a normal splint mail hat. Doesn't give you any kind of armor class or anything. It's just for visual looks.
Visual looks.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't give you any more armor class, Gimli.
All right.
Now I broke his heart.
Here's your gold. Drink's
thank you.
still on if you ever come over.
I broke his heart. I might take you up on that offer one day. I think he was hoping for armor class or something. I mean, he's already got a 20 armor class. 19 armor class. I mean. All right, so I guess everybody is probably congregated back at the inn.
That's right.
Did you want to go anywhere, Leopold?
No, dude, I'm good to go. After I told Peter what was up, I just went back to the room, waited for everybody.
What did you do in your room, huh?
Make sure my equipment's good to go. That's it, okay? Nothing big.
He hit on
Nice.
Sylvana some.
Nah, I don't want to go after Grimm's girl. Nah, because that's all him.
So, all right, I kind of get everyone together and say, all right, so here's kind of what I found out so far. And I pull out the map, show him, say, he's willing to pay us 200 gold to map out the keep. I know Lord Pedrick told us 200 or 250, but he only wanted to give me 100 at first, so I figure that's pretty decent. So, but here's the important part, and I show him. Ilian told us about this hideout here, and there's the ambush spot here that the cartographer told me. My suggestion would be we go to the ambush spot, try to maybe catch these ambushers off guard, capture one of them maybe, hopefully, and then find out if this kobold hideout is where it's supposed to be and what we know about it. That way we're not going to something blind here. What do you
I
guys
like it.
think?
Sounds like a winner to me.
I like it. I like it.
I've
Yeah,
given you my thoughts,
sounds
so
like a plan if we can pull it off.
I asked the barmaid, is there any place around here to get healing potions?
I'm sure probably Bearwin's probably has some over at his grand shop. Of course, I'm sure business hasn't been too good for him lately.
Well, I'll give him some business.
You
You
might
guys
be
going to
able to
be
find him
around?
over there.
I'll be back. I'll be back, guys.
All right. What time is it?
Well,
Oh
I
my gosh,
believe
it's
we're
12:15.
ready to depart, so for your maybe
Well, let me
meet
go.
up in
Let
town
me go
square.
get a healing potion before we go. Okay?
Okay.
I find out since Rin went to the temple and find out from her what kind of temple it was, and after she informs me what it is, I head over there and I'll tell these guys before I go. I'll meet them at the gate. If that's okay.
All right.
All right.
So again, you go and check and inquire. You go over to the Bearwin's grand shop. Baron Wilderson goes into telling you how he's traveled the world, and he doesn't seem too believable. I mean, he's sounds like he's a big talker. And he has all these. As you go into his shop, he has a lot of different animals mounted. The animal heads mounted like a heads of all kinds of different animals, wargs, dire wolves. Rats mounted. The rats the size of a dog. And he says, I've killed all of these animals. And he goes, what are you looking for?
Healing potion.
Healing potion will run you 50 gold.
I'll take one.
All right. Go ahead and write down healing potion on your character sheet, and I will add the card in there for you later on. So anytime you guys buy any potions, any magic items, anything, there will be cards for every single item. You won't have to type anything except for a quantity or a number for like a bonus. That's it. So, all right. So it looks like you guys are going to be heading to the ambush spot. So we will go ahead and we'll continue that in 2 weeks. So, hey, great first session. I had fun tonight. And we will we'll end it here. You guys are at the gate. You guys are heading out to the ambush spot. We'll see what 2 weeks has in store for you guys. Now,